The S&P 500 futures are currently down again. And this time, it's because of the Trump tariffs against Canada, not Europe, Canada. And let's talk about how that's going to affect the overall market this week. I'm going to be sharing with y'all a setup that is looking very good with massive upside to make money. But the direction is not really to the upside, all right? We're also going to be looking at some of the stocks that I've mentioned in the last video. So let's dive into the charts. So on Thursday, I gave you guys a very specific warning about let's look at the Nasdaq. So the warning was this: do not be too biased because the market pushed up for 2 days straight. All right, because this could be a dead cat bounce, especially if the Nasdaq do not close above 25,800. On Friday, it failed to do so. It got up there. Like I was looking at it minute by minute just to see exactly how it would close. It teased 2800, but unfortunately it failed to get up there. And then yesterday, they put out the news that Trump has threatened Canada with 100% tariffs if they do a trade deal with China. All right, and again, every time there's tariffs being thrown out, the market doesn't like it. And I told you guys before, market makers are gonna they could throw out another excuse just to tank this market, which is what I was personally waiting for. All right, so my thoughts and opinions on the Nasdaq is still the same as last week. I think we're gonna fall. I think we're going to drop and we're going to retest 25,000 at some point in the middle of the week, and then we're going to go lower. And as for the SPY, the price target that I told you guys was, yeah, the drawings are on here. So see, the drawings are on there. We didn't drop here, but right now we're following this line. This is the trajectory that the markets is on right there for 67.75. So we'll see how things play out. We'll see. Let's check out the VIX, VXX. And VXX is currently up to 2730, which is right here somewhere. All right, so I'm expecting a move like this. And I am expecting that alert to ring at 31 this week if I end up being right about the overall markets. So yeah, I am still bearish on everything because the market didn't do what I needed it to do in order for me to change my mind. Now, the stock that is presenting a big opportunity for us traders to look for next week, that stock is none other than Hood. All right. Now, I want to share a Hood with y'all because of this. If you look at the number one, the daily chart is bearish. Y'all I have an alert on this chart, yes, but there is a big pattern on here. The chart is weak. It's on a downtrend from the highs of 153. On Friday, it tried to make a big push, but it ended up rejecting off of 111. Y'all remember when I gave you guys Apple to watch it for a short when it was at like 255, and then it tanked all the way down to like 244? This is a similar scenario with a similar structure. This one is on the 4-hour. Yeah, it's only 4-hour and the 1-hour. Maybe I talked about this before. I think I did. So there's a bearish pennant on here. It broke down like almost 2 weeks ago. This was the Thursday, the 15th. It broke down in the middle of January, and so far it got rejected again, sold off into the close, opening lower. These individuals, if it break below 104, they're going to freak out, and then the price is gonna go for $100 per share on hold. So this is definitely something worth watching. Are there gaps on the daily chart? Yes, there is one right here at 85, but I don't think it's gonna get there until earnings causes it to get there, and it has earnings in about 2 weeks, which is good. which means that we can actually day trade or swing trade this stock today. There's a lot of other stocks like I think, if I'm not mistaken, Microsoft has earnings, Apple has earnings, also Tesla has earnings. I won't be touching those until after their earnings because their contracts are inflated. I don't like trading stocks that have inflated contracts, especially when earnings are coming up. That's the tips for all of you who may be new to option trading. Okay, we just let them trade the way they're gonna trade it, and after the reaction is set, then we trade it when the contracts get back to normal or even get crushed. That's when we trade it. So, but that's the stock that, at least the first stock that y'all should be keeping in your watch list. Let's do an update. Let's do an update on AVGO. And congrats to anybody who continued to short this one after I shared it at 330, right? So there is the bear flag on there. There was the breakdown. This price action, treacherous, because every single time you short, it opens higher and then fades, right? So contracts don't really move during these 3 days, which can be very annoying. And then on Friday, it really gave out. It left a gap right here. And right now it's down $3. It's about to open at 317. So the bears are in control. The stock itself is behaving the way it's supposed to behave, the way I told y'all it would after it broke below 338, right? This is supposed to happen. The green circle right there is a bit far. Let me bring that closer towards the 29, which is Friday. I think it's gonna get there way before, maybe at Wednesday, just to take care of the gap on the left, right? So the neckline got taken out, and right now we are filling this gap right there, down to 305. Is there another one? Yes, there is at 250, but that one, something really drastic in the market has to happen in order for AVGO to really tank that low. Do I think it's gonna get there? Yes, I just don't know when. All right, like the idea is there, but we just don't have the clues to know how really fast it's gonna get there. So it's important for us to be patient and to just take things day by day and just focus on the first target, which is 305. The next one that we're gonna look at in today's video is another semiconductor stock, Intel. And with Intel, I told you guys it would fade. I gave you the two gaps below, especially after that earnings letdown. This is the beginning of a massive fall down. In case you're not aware, right? This is what happens when a stock doesn't do very well. It just fades back down for the next quarter. All right, this is my expectation. It's going to fade for the next quarter. It may not be look like this. It may even try to fill a little bit at the top before falling, but ultimately it's going to end up lower in the next 3 months before the report again. This is not a good time at all, and it's about to open about $2 lower. And if the futures end up opening even lower, then we might even go all the way down to like 42 or 41. Right. So the situation with Intel is not that great, and I think it needs to fall, and I think it will fall. So that's my thoughts on it. Very simple, very straightforward. Now, the next one that we're going to discuss in today's video, I shared with you guys in the last video one stock that I was patiently watched for this week specifically. I give it to y'all in advance. That way, when the moment is right, I can make another video about it, and then I can get positioned to make more money on it, right? And that's gonna be NBIS, the bear flag. And so far, the bear flag is looking quite well, right? It's looking quite well. So this is where AVGO was on Tuesday, the 19th or the 20th. So you see this right here, this point is where NIVS is currently, right? And AVGO is currently here right now. So one is lagging, this one is lagging behind the other. The structures are the same, right? Which is good. I told you before, I do like this one. I do like it a lot. We're about to be bearish on the weekly, which is nice. We're gonna open below 93, which is something I'm looking forward to, right? So something like this, it might all happen in one day, or it could take 2 or 3 weeks. I don't know, but what I do know is that it needs to fall, and yeah, there's a gap right here at 65 that interests me a lot. The contracts on this one are quite wonderful. The spread is pretty decent. Like, the spread is only like 5% of the total value of the contracts, which is good. 5%, 3%, 1%, that's good. Anything bigger than that, then you're playing a dangerous game and you might be getting ripped off every time you're trying to buy or sell, right? So you want a tight spread on the contracts in order for us to get involved. So for this one, I like it. I like it a lot. And I'll be looking forward to buying puts on it very, very, very soon. It could be tomorrow. It could be, most likely will be tomorrow. Especially if that alert that I have at 91 rings. So keep this one on your watch list. Now, the next one that we got to talk about in today's video, we got to talk about the banks. And the banks, this is the last stock for today's video. Goldman Sachs crushed earnings and then had a letdown on Friday. Right here, the volume is increasing, which is nice. That means the bears are really taking control of the stock. And it's about to open lower at 909. And the next level of support is right here at 876. Watch it for a drop. The structure on this one, not the greatest. It's not my favorite. It is there. I see it. I recognize it. It is there. It paid off on Friday for anybody who jumped in here or who caught it early and got it right here where you're supposed to get it. Let me see. Yeah, that would have been kind of tricky. Like, it's close right on the line. But either way, this thing is supposed to fall. It's falling right now. So for the banks, I'm bearish on the banks. The other bank that has a better structure is Citi. And I like Citi. So this is how Citi is looking like. There is a bearish pennant on the chart that broke down on Friday. Right here. Below 114. Retested the entry of 114. And then closed near the day's low right here. All right, so with this one, I think it's gonna continue falling, and I think it should get down to like 109, probably tomorrow, maybe Tuesday. So keep all of these stocks on your watch list, and that is the end of the video. As always, if you disagree with anything that I've mentioned in this video, I will see you in the comment section where we can argue down there. All right. If you have thoughts, comments, questions, concerns, drop them in the comment section. As always, do not forget I am not your financial advisor. Sometimes I am wrong. So do your own research. And lastly, don't forget to like and follow for more.